All right. We are live. We are live. Woo! What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the first ever Djtv podcast. That is right. Every Saturday, there will be an episode of DJ. I think this podcast is going to be a little failure. Yes, and I wanted to do a podcast so badly. So, I want to talk about this week of everything, like wrestling, and how crazy this week was. You know, this week was so insane, and I just can't explain it. But, wow. That's all I have to say right now. It's just wow, and how incredible that the changes in the wrestling. So, let's start off with Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw, we have a new stage. It looks like a skateboard ramp. It really does. Like, I've seen what they're trying to do. They're definitely pushing with all these LEDs. And, you know, it's cool, but I feel like they're abusing it. You know, like, with the stage, like, keep the top part and fix the bottom part. Bring the Titantron up higher so we could have a big stage, you know, where the wrestlers walk down the ramp from. Just like this, you know, that's perfect. That's like a great example. But we did have pyros. Pyros are back, and they actually used it for some stars that use pyros, and it was incredible. It looked great. Everything looked, you know, a little bothering at the moment. It really was. The thing that caught all of our attention, we're just going to get right into it. Bobby Lashley and because everybody's definitely talking about it, and that's been the OMG moment of this week of Raw. Bobby Lashley came back to WWE. He came back to Raw, and he did not come alone. He came out with Lana. Yes, he came out, and the next thing you know, they start kissing. They start kissing. Start making out while Rusev is in the ring. Rusev in the ring, and there's nothing he could do. There is absolutely nothing Rusev can do. Bobby Lashley just takes Lana, and they start making out. They start kissing. They're all over each other. Bobby Lashley's grabbing Lana's booty. I'm just like, Rusev, man, how are you letting this happen? Like, did Vince McMahon really let money talk to you? Letting your wife kiss another man like that? Like they say, I'm not racist, but once you go black, you never go back. But, it has all of our attention, and we're talking about it. So that means they're doing something good. And they actually got my full attention. So obviously this is going to lead to a feud with Rusev and Bobby Lashley. I want the story to continue for a little bit. So that, woo, can't wait to see what's going to happen next week on Raw. Just for that. Now, speaking of, you know, women's going with other guys, Maria Kanellis. I think they're dropping the Maria Kanellis pregnant part thing, because I know people are weirded out about it. Don't blame it. I really don't blame people at all, because I kind of was weirded out about it, like saying that Mike Kanellis was not the father of her child, and yeah, that was just, I don't know, like, that was just a little too crazy in the sense of a way. But I think they're just gonna drop that whole thing, which is okay, you know. Let her just have her baby and just move on, you know. Trying to see what else, trying to remember what else happened on Raw. I guess really not that much, but Raw was actually pretty solid, I guess, for the least we could say. Definitely for us. Dude, Seth Rollins, man. That's just crazy. Guys, let's definitely talk about Raw for sure. This is my podcast, guys. The first ever little podcast. I know I'm starting it in a different type of way that people would normally do it, but this is how I'm starting it. My very first Djtv podcast here, live stream on YouTube, and it feels great. If you're listening to this podcast in the future in your car, welcome to the podcast. That was a little commercial break, so we are back. So yeah, I know Raw had its ups and downs, but I just can't wait for next week. Now let's get into Wednesday. That is right, the debut of AEW Dynamite live on TNT, and the show was incredible. The show was definitely incredible. I enjoyed it. And let's not forget, NXT started their 2 hours on USA. Both shows were great, man. It's just hard. But to me, I had to go with AEW. One, because it was their, debut on TV. And I don't know, I just enjoyed it more because of what it was, what it is. And NXT had great moments too. Hello, Finn Balor back in NXT. Holy crap, dude. That's insane. Nobody saw that coming. I just switched back and forth with AEW and NXT. We have to watch again. That's the match I want to go back to and watch again. That match stole the show the whole night. No, what can I say? Matt Riddle is definitely going to be a future, and hopefully he gets a title opportunity again very soon. But it looks like right now, Adam Cole has a lot on his back. Finn Balor back in NXT, which is insane. I'm hyped. The man has a tattoo on his hand now, which is crazy. It's good to watch wrestling again for NXT. Now, not only did Finn Balor make a return, but once when NXT was about to go off air, Tommaso Ciampa comes right out. As Adam Cole is by the entrance, we hear Tommaso Ciampa's theme song, and he just out the bird, stare down between Adam Cole and Tommaso Ciampa, and Tommaso Ciampa looking down at the NXT Championship. He wants it back. That right there alone was insane. I don't know, man. It's just a lot to fill up in our plate right now. I feel like NXT, that was our appetizer, man. That was just the only beginning. Wait till we get more episodes of NXT every Wednesday. It was insane. NXT was good. The women's match was pretty solid. What else happened? The main event, the tag team match, it was actually good. I don't know what else to say, It was great. You just have to watch it yourself, man. Let's Julian's here. What's up? AEW, man, wow. Like, where to even start? Cody Rhodes started off the show, and he fought a new upcoming rising star in the business industry, Sammy. Now, I like Sammy. He's a good wrestler. And the match he had with Cody was actually really good. So they both put on a hell of a performance. Sammy is going to have a good future in AEW. And I could see him actually getting like a mid-card championship if AEW does one. I'm pretty sure they will. That I'm going to be all for. And I don't know. There's just so much to go on right now because Chris Jericho did come out and attacked Cody Rhodes after the match because they are going to face each other for the AEW Heavyweight Championship at the next pay-per-view. Full Gear, is it? I believe it is. Guys, correct me if I am wrong, but I think it's Full Gear. I'm actually excited for this pay-per-view. Cannot wait. Next month. And that's just, it's like, I'm just in awe, man. It's just like this whole week it's just been incredible. The women's match for the women's AEW championship, it was actually a pretty solid match. But I understand a lot of people weren't behind Nyla because Nyla is a transgender. So Nyla's not a full woman. But at least the Japanese girl, I keep forgetting her name. I'm trying to get used to some people's names. But seriously, that Japanese girl is the first AEW Women's Champion, and she did a fantastic job. Can't wait to see what else they're going to do with her. But there were some spots that made me cringe, and that's a good thing, where Nyla did like a swanton on top of the chairs outside the ring. It was insane. Just a whole thing, man. I want to talk about Adam Page and Pac. Their match, dude, incredible. Pac got the win. Pac, man, this guy, I think he will get the heavyweight championship. Alright, we're back. A little connection interruption, but I think it's fixed now. So, with that being said, guys, I want to get straight into the. It was great, man. That was the main event. I enjoyed the crap out of it. There was a point where Kenny Omega was cleaning house, but then somebody came in the ring and attacked the guy. None other than Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley took the advantage, started attacking Kenny Omega, took him into the crowd, and at one point there was a glass table somewhere in the back, and Jon Moxley just suplexed Kenny Omega right through it, leading up to their match at Full Gear. Now, I really hope this match is a stipulation match. Like, false count anywhere, no disqualification. Let it happen. Seriously, these guys will definitely kill each other. They will put on a show for us. So, I'm all for it. Cannot wait to see that. So, we'll see what happens. Can't wait for next week to see what they have in store for us. So, more to come. That's just only the beginning. Only the beginning. Both shows, AEW and NXT, did fantastic. These guys are changing the game, and I just can't wait to see more of it, and I know you guys can't wait as well. I'm pumped. I'm excited. That's awesome. Now, with that being said, pushed to a side, we're going to talk about SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown. Not SmackDown Live. Friday Night SmackDown. Oh my gosh, what a show. To me, it felt fresh, it felt new, and that's exactly what it was. Fox gave us something fresh. Fox gave us something new. And I'm just still in awe. I'm still shocked. It was a great show. It felt like I was watching a pay-per-view. That's how it should be every week, in my opinion. And first of all, the stage. I am a fan of the stage. Like, so on. But, again, rumors are rumors. They sometimes happen to be not. So that's why I didn't want to have my hopes up, even though it would have been cool to see the fist. But I guess we'll leave the fist in the past on the SmackDown. But I don't see that happening, for time to come. You know, the LEDs, the lasers, everything about it was awesome. The pyros were incredible. I enjoyed it. The show started off with Becky Lynch, then getting interrupted by King Baron or King Corbin, whichever one you want to call him. But no time wasted. Out of nowhere, The Rock comes out. So The Rock is saying all his great lines, you know, just basically. And you got Becky Lynch helping The Rock. But that's it. No, that was it. Because The Rock, man, he is SmackDown. He lays the SmackDown. He is SmackDown. I think he's Mr. SmackDown. But yes, The Rock. When you think of SmackDown, you think of Rock, Undertaker, John Cena, Batista, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. I think of those guys when I think of SmackDown. We did see some legends, but some were advertised, like Sting, Undertaker, Goldberg, John Cena. They weren't nowhere to be. Posted something about 20 comment. He didn't get the call or something like that. They said that they didn't need him, and apparently Undertaker walked out. Don't know how true that story is. Hopefully we find out more information down the line. If that's the case, if that's true, then shame on you, WWE, because Undertaker is SmackDown. You know, that's his yard, dude. I don't know what else to say, man. The Undertaker. Like, seriously, when I think of SmackDown, what do you think of? The Undertaker. I really do. And for them to say that, I don't know how true it is, but if they did say that, shame on them. If they didn't, then I don't know who's talking on Undertaker's Instagram account. But we just don't know till we find out more info later on. Now I want to get into the ladder match. Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. Basically, whoever climbs up the ladder and gets the briefcase, they are gone from WWE. The match was awesome. They did spots that we would actually see on the pay-per-view, and they just went all out. They went all out. I enjoyed the crap out of it. Kevin Owens won the ladder match, and now Shane McMahon is no longer with WWE. But I don't think that's the end. I think there's going to be more to it, because it's Shane McMahon. This is basically his company. You know, because he's a McMahon. We don't know what the papers actually said. Right? Am I right or wrong? I think there's something more to it. But overall, it was a great match. I enjoyed. Speaking of great matches, the women's match. Bayley, Sasha versus Charlotte and Becky Lynch. We've seen them fought many times, but oh my gosh. They let the women's go all out. They freaking had a match. They had a match, and it was really enjoyable. It was enjoyable, and that is rare for me to say with women's matches. They nailed it. They really did. No complaint. Dude, they were wrestling like it was for a pay-per-view. You know, it felt like I was watching like a SummerSlam pay-per-view, believe it or not, and I thought it was awesome. You guys heard it here. I just thought it was awesome. They did a great job. Can't lie, can't front. So, congrats to these women's. I guess let's get to Seth and Nakamura. Didn't know this was gonna happen. Seth Rollins versus the IC champion Nakamura. All right, they did some moves, you know, these guys are just wrestling a little bit. But then later, out comes the Fiend. Woo! My favorite thing, hands down, #1 favorite thing going on in WWE right now, Bray Wyatt, hands down. I love Bray Wyatt. I always loved him ever since he was husky. Oof, man, dude. The Fiend is a great character. Fighting Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell tomorrow. Tomorrow. Will the Fiend defeat Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell to become the Universal Champion? I don't know, but we gotta stay tuned for that. That's gonna be incredible. I cannot wait for this match. So the Fiend comes out and attacks Seth Rollins and basically threw the guy off the stage. But I'm excited for this match to happen. Now, I want to get down to the main event. I kind of don't want to talk about the Braun Strowman match with AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler, Randy Orton. Decent. They had a legend boxer that was actually ringside, and they're doing something that they done years ago. Braun Strowman facing these celebrities. Braun Strowman is basically the Big Show 2.0. True. Braun Strowman just looked at the boxer. I keep forgetting his name, but if you guys know, write it down in the message, the comment, so I can see it. But Braun just looks at him and basically just mimicking the guy, saying, oh, you know, just because you're a boxer, you still don't mean nothing, blah, blah, blah. And definitely that's going to be a match later somewhere, probably at Saudi Arabia, or probably at, I don't know, WrestleMania, anywhere. You know, with WWE, they always do something with celebrities, have matches. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of not going behind it. You know, poor Braun Strowman. This guy should have been a Universal or WWE champion. And I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon, unfortunately. So speaking of celebrities, the main event. The main event. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Kofi Kingston versus... There's a lot that happened. If you guys... The results and spoilers and all that. Kofi Kingston did drop the title within seconds. Once when the bell rung, Kofi just... I don't know what Kofi tried to do, but he just like jumped on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar got Kofi Kingston up on his shoulders for the F5. Brock countered, and 1, 2, 3, new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. Oh, man. Kofi had quite a run, but I know a lot of people... Now, this is an argument. Everybody, you have people that's upset about it, and there are people that's happy about it. With me, I'm kind of in the middle. Yeah, Kofi was by. I wasn't like too crazy about it, but at least I give respect to Kofi for defending that damn title every pay-per-view since he had the heavyweight championship from WrestleMania. He defended the title. He did everything that he can to keep that title, and that's why Kofi has my respect. And I'm glad he got a run for all these years that he's been in WWE. But it sucks that they just let him drop the title within like 5 seconds. All it took was one F5 match. But yet again, it's an episode of SmackDown. But then once one Brock, you know, was raising up the title, Rey Mysterio. So we're all thinking, oh, Rey Mysterio is coming out to get his revenge since what Brock Lesnar did to Dominic on Raw. That was just crazy. That was just crazy. I almost forgot about that, but that was crazy. That had my attention because that was the start of a new episode of Raw when Brock attacked Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic. Dominic from Custody of Dominic at SummerSlam with Eddie versus Rey Mysterio at the ladder match. Fantastic match. Never forget it. One of my favorite SummerSlam matches of all time. I don't know what was going on. But Rey Mysterio came out and I'm thinking he's probably going to go in the ring and start beating the crap out of Brock Lesnar. Came out with, oh my gosh, the UFC fighter that actually beat the crap out of Brock Lesnar in UFC, that defeated Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar got his ass whooped. Is it Vasquez? I'm trying to remember. If you guys remember this guy's name. Because once when he came out, I legit knew who this was. I knew this guy because the match was insane. Kane, that's right. Yeah, Kane. The C-A-I-N, not K-A-N-E. Kane. You can tell that Brock Lesnar is intimidated by this guy. You know, this guy destroyed Brock Lesnar. So I know some people aren't interested, and some people are. But he actually been training to wrestle. So UFC gave WWE the okay for Kane to actually be in this company. But I don't know what they're doing. That's why I can't wait to tune in next week to see what's going on. They escaped. And he tried to go back in the ring, but he just couldn't. You know, he was intimidated by Kane, and we don't know what's going on. Of course, Rey Mysterio hit this guy up. He's like, listen, dude, he attacked my son. I'm hurt. Yo, you got to do something about Brock, man. And Kane's like, you know what? I got your back, Rey. Let's go whoop some butt. And that's what happened. So we leave off with that. So I can't wait to see what else is going to happen next week for Friday Night SmackDown. It's crazy to see Kane in WWE. And this is what I liked. We were not expecting that. That was not anywhere rumor saying Kane was at SmackDown. He was going to show up. We did not know that at all. No, seriously, we did not know that. We did know that he was actually training, but we didn't know how real it was or when he actually was going to come. But look, totally unexpected. I was going crazy. Christian was going crazy. Julian was just had his moments. Yes, that's right, Julian. I'm talking about you, man. Julian is like on the edge of not liking it, and I see why. But it's something different, and I understand WWE Championship. Is Kane gonna face Brock for the championship? I don't know. If that's the case, I understand why we will be upset about that. I think I would definitely be upset about that. But, you know, once again, it's WWE. You know, come on. Well, alright guys, that's going to do it for my first Djtv podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. I promise it will be better in the future. I do want to get like a nice special set equipment to have a real podcast really going. But this is just me talking. But I hope you guys did enjoy. This is only episode 1. There's more to come. And I'm doing it every Saturdays. No time promises. I just do it when I do it on Saturdays. It's going to happen every Saturday. Talking about Raw, NXT, AEW, and SmackDown. And we will start talking about other things like wrestling figures and, you know, breaking news and stuff like that that happened during the entire week. So tomorrow starts fresh. Hell in the Cell is tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy the show. There's only 3 matches for the show. So what is WWE have planned? Guaranteed they're just going to throw matches together. Like, for example, Bobby Lashley versus Rusev. I see that happening. It's just something quick that they're probably going to do. Probably AJ versus Cedric again. But once again, don't know. They haven't announced anything except those 3 matches. So we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoy Hell in the Cell tomorrow. I just hope you guys have fun. And thank you guys for tuning in. Djtv podcast. Episode 1. You guys are part of history. And I can't wait for the future. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for listening. And don't forget, stay safe. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're driving, please stay safe. And, of course, subscribe so you guys can get more content. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for listening.